Now it's time for our TA2 champion. Just a rock solid performance all year long. Kept collecting hard-earned points, 8 podiums, but also 4 wins, including 2 key wins in the middle of the year at Indy and Mid-Ohio to build a commanding 59-point lead. Often these championships are won right in the middle of the season when some people have get busy races back-to-back, and they were strongest when they needed it. Let's hear it from Holland, Michigan, driver of the number 40 Prefix Dodge Challenger, Marc Miller.
That sounds really good. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've had a championship run. It feels really good. I've tried not to think about it too much, and everyone continues to remind me. You know, obviously the goal for a championship is to finish well. But really, to give you the best opportunity to finish well, you've got to be the best car. And I think I wasn't necessarily disappointed to be on the podium. I was disappointed because I didn't think we had the best car yet. I felt like the first 2 races, we weren't the best car. We went to Laguna. You know, I felt like we had the best opportunity, and you know, I wasn't super happy with how the race ended up there, but it was also another podium. But it was after Detroit was the true turning point where we started to really learn things at Lime Rock to Detroit, because Lime Rock we had a car that, you know, was historically the Dodge has a hard time really rotating and making it work, and Lime Rock showed every flaw that had. So to have that opportunity to see it and go, okay, here's the things that we need to pinpoint and actually make progress on it. Because some of the other tracks, you know, you see a little bit of it, but Lime Rock, it just exposed some of the weaknesses. And by Detroit, we were really starting to figure it out. And when we unloaded the car at Indy, we had done our homework and the car was ready. And I couldn't tell you how that felt to have the car be that good. We changed so much in just the way the car responded, but we also changed our strategy. We changed how we approached practice sessions. We changed how we approached qualifying, and every session we had a plan, and it was a specific plan to unleash like information that we needed later on, and it just worked for us. And since that moment, we haven't changed that. And coming into this race at Daytona, I haven't changed that. We were fastest in the first session, and guys just start catching up. But our kind of plan is kind of, you know, we don't have a car that's as dominant as people think, but our approach to it and the methodical way we make the car work and learn and make changes to it, we're getting the job done. And I'll tell you, we're not getting the job done because we have the best car right now. Now it's coming down to the fact that we're extracting the most out of the situation. We probably have on pace a 4th or 5th place car outright, but we executed in qualifying the way we should have been. But instead of going into, hey, we're pretty good, we just barely missed pole, we're talking about how can we make that car 3 or 4 tenths faster so that we can fight for that win tomorrow. And that approach is what I think wins championships, because it wins races. I don't want to finish second anymore.
I am actually prepared to talk about this, so and I do apologize. This may take a few more minutes of your evening, but there's a lot of people to thank, and it's really important to me that I thank them, including Trans Am, the series, all the officials, all the support staff. You guys have been a joy to be around. I've raced for a lot. I mean, I know I look young, but I have raced for a long time, and it's not always that way, so it's a kind of a joy, and I hope you enjoyed having me in the series. Huge thanks to my competitors, Scott, Rafa, Dylan, Thomas. I mean, there's so many fast guys in the series. You have to bring your A game all the time, and I felt like they helped me rise to the challenge, and it means a lot to me to be able to race against really good, talented people, and also talented teams. Our team, Stevens Miller Racing, I say our, I'm not really the Miller in Stevens Miller at all, but I do, it does sound nice. So we accomplished a lot of things this year. We made a Dodge turn pretty well, which is a pretty big deal. For those that have never driven the Dodge Challenger, it's a big deal. It's pretty awesome. More importantly, just as importantly, is the fact that we won a championship for the Stevens part of Stevens Miller Racing. Joe Stevens has been a friend of mine since I met him.
That's right, company line.
Not only were we able to win the championship, but we also finished second too. So it was a big year for us. It makes me very, very proud to be able to have been a part of that. But none of it came easy. None of it comes easy. I mean, it's a lot of hard work, as we all know. We're all in this together as teams and drivers, and everybody here has played a huge role in their own team or series as their role in the series. And there's a lot of sacrifice involved. And it goes a lot for the crew, extra hours at night. Our team had 5 to 7 cars at times. Those guys, I wasn't always the last to leave. In fact, I was probably never the last to leave. The crew guys are always there later than me. And, you know, they sacrifice a lot of their time to do this, to let the rest of us drive around in cool cars and get our pictures up on the screen and things like that. But those guys are really very important to me. Not quite a year ago, Joe and myself met with the Prefix team and Kim Ziley in Detroit and sat down and decided to try to find a way to make this happen, to give me a car to race, to do something great for marketing for Prefix, to, you know, fill a role for Joe's team. For that, I wanted to give Kim Ziley a print that was made. It's an original art piece of our 40th anniversary to celebrate. So Kim, if you don't mind, come pick this up. Yeah, that means stand up. Joe, thank you for sacrificing a seat in the car that you could have rented. Appreciate that a lot. My parents are here. Hi guys. So, my parents did the ultimate sacrifice by putting up with me for a long time, and my brother. My brother this year, I'm very proud of as well. He is a real big nerd and designed something that I will never understand, but if you see in movies, you know he's had his hands in it, in the behind the scenes and stuff. And this year he won an Oscar and an Emmy, which is pretty cool. And this year I won a Trans Am championship. So you guys should be really proud. You did pretty well, so thank you so much. Tabitha, we aren't married yet. I call her my wife, she calls me her husband. We fool a lot of people. We're not married yet. She ultimately sacrificed a lot. This is the first race that she's been to. Please stand up, please. I don't get a chance to do this very often, so I don't know when the next time I'm going to be able to stand up here, so no music starts playing, I'll know when this will stop. This is the first race that she was at this year, mainly because she sacrificed the ability to travel and be there to kind of take care of her own business, take care of our family, our home, sacrifice the wedding date so that I could be a cool race car driver for my kids, which is really special to me, and I love you for that. Thank you. None of this, nothing less really could think have won this championship and all of that together. And for the crew, our partners, Joe, his family, my competitors, and the series, I truly thank you for that. It meant a lot to me, and I am very proud to take this home and represent Trans Am as the 2019 champion.